Hello everyone, welcome to our Folk Monday here on Homechoir, and a special hello to anyone who's watching this later on. Of course, if you're new to the channel, welcome to all of you. We hope we earn your subscription with today's broadcast. If you're not yet subscribed, it is free to join Homechoir, and you can join the, should we find out how many subscribers we have as of this fine, not too hot morning, 14th of July 2025, it's still thinking. 6,341, 6341, that's fantastic. Come and join us, it's free, you're very, very welcome. And whilst you're at it, don't forget the like button. We sing lovely songs together on YouTube several times a week, and it's great to have you with us. Hello to everyone who's watching live, but not in the live chat today. Hello to Helene and Bill and Val and Sue and Tony and Sally and Annie and Maureen and Harry and June and Val and Huyen and Katie and Anne and Linda and everyone else who is watching but not chatting. And then hello everyone over here in the live chat. Who have we got today? Hello Atty, hello Alan, hello Alison, hello Emma, hello Fiona, hello Glennis, hello Jackie, hello Jane, hello Jean, hello Jill, hello to Carolyn and to anyone else who is watching and chatting away. It's great to have you with us. Hello Eileen. So everyone, we've got a great programme today of cheery songs about animals. Mostly cheery. There's one about a crane that's hurt its foot. What a pity. There's one about a fly, and I have to say, over the last few weeks with the heat in this country, "Shoo fly don't bother me" has been a constant refrain in my head. The new song is one that I remember listening to as a kid, sung by the one and only Pete Seeger. It's Bought Me a Cat, and I'm going to trip over the words, but that's just all part of it. We've got a new version of The Cat Came Back and all sorts. So do enjoy Homechoir today. Make sure you've got a drink of water. Stay hydrated. It's very, very important. And let's sing Homechoir. Lots of pieces in the key of F major today, so let's sing Homechoir in that lovely warm key. And we can start our week the Homechoir way. Nice deep breath, and let's sing. There's nothing like hearing you all sing first thing on a Monday morning to get me into the right headspace for a good week of singing. Welcome all of you to Homechoir. Hello, as I say, to anyone who's new, and if you are new, well, my name's Ben. This is Homechoir, and you are very welcome. This is our Folk Monday, and today, as you can see from the fantastic programme, it's all kind of themed around animals. Quite a few cats. That's just the way it goes. We start off, though, with My Dame Hath a Lame Tame Crane, a round from the Baroque era with extra harpsichord and a little recitative to start it off, before we then move on to Shoo Fly Don't Bother Me. And song we haven't sung for years is Daddy Wouldn't Buy Me a Bow Wow. Last time we sang it was 2021, folks. So I resurrected that particular music hall delight, and that will be our third song today. Before our new song is Bought Me a Cat, The Cat Pleased Me. It's a great, great number. It's certainly going to give your mind and your mouth a bit of a workout, this one, because it's fast, it's furious, it's one of these additive songs that will trip everyone up. Looking forward to that. Normally, before we have Froggy went to Courtin and he did Right Arm, we've got Sourwood Mountain, and then we've got our latest version of the classic, The Cat Came Back. Did my best, but he keeps on coming in. And this week, we've got some fabulous music for all of you. This Wednesday, Mozart's Coronation Mass. We're looking at the Sanctus, short but absolutely beautiful. It's a piece that many of you will have sung in concert, and I think it will get quite a few views, quite a few clicks. Come along on Wednesday and be part of the live streaming of this video, which I think is going to be very popular here on YouTube. And then, speaking of popular, one of the all-time great British songs, we're going to be singing One Day Like This. And it's a song that was a big part of the Olympics in 2012, the closing ceremony, and it's just one of those fantastic tunes. It's about, no matter what's going on in your life, sometimes all you need is a nice day. And that's it. One day like this a year will see me right is the refrain. and you're going to love it. So join me on Fun Friday for that. And of course, we here at Homechoir, we rely 100% on the support of our community. Thank you to everyone who donates, whether it's a one-off or you're kind enough to support us on a monthly basis. All of that money goes back into making these shows for all of you, because we really couldn't do it without your help. If you'd like to join the ranks of Homechoir's donors and just give us what you can, as I say, it all helps. You can go along to homechoir.org/donate, and huge thanks to all of you who support us. And of course, we produce a weekly email newsletter which contains all of the links, all the scores, and quite often, particularly these days, newsletter subscriber only content. So you only get access to these particular streams, these features, if you are subscribed to the newsletter. It is free. We promise to never spam you. And if you go along and sign up at homechoir.org, well, then we'll send it to you once per week. And if you tell us when your birthday is, as Margot has done, we will sing you happy birthday. In a moment, we'll sing for Margot, whose birthday is tomorrow. But for now, let's go full screen. And let's just start relaxing. I don't know about you folks. It's been hot here. Different places of the world, it's been different temperatures, but here in the UK we have been sweltering, and this is the first morning in a while that it's cloudy and it's not too hot, and it is bliss. I have to say, my poor old garden, that the soil is the consistency of a dry ship's biscuit, and we did harvest the potatoes yesterday, which have survived brilliantly, unlike my poor courgettes. So, you win some, you lose some. I just hope the family are up for the many, 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 many days of potato-based dinners and lunches that are coming their way. Potato surprise is my favourite dish at the moment. The surprise is there's nothing in it except potato. We're rolling our shoulders around, everyone. And we bring our shoulders up to our ears, and we take a deep breath and we sigh and we relax. Here we go. Fabulous. Roll your heads around. Got some nice cheery songs this morning, nothing too taxing, lots and lots of fun, everything you need for a good start to a week with Homechoir. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's do a little gentle singing. Okay, so let's just sing fiddle-a-fee with me, fiddle-a-fee, and again, fiddle-a-fee, and again, fiddle-a-fee, 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 and again, fiddle-a-fee. Fiddle-a-fee, one more fiddle-a-fee, fiddle-a-fee. Fantastic, that's going to be very relevant shortly. Let's do a few shapes. We'll just sing ya, 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 ya. Very nice. Yo, 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 your turn. Lovely. Yeah, 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 yeah. Lovely. Ma, 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 ma. Excellent. Yo, 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 yo. And ya, 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 ya. Lovely stuff. Well done, everyone. Do have a sip of drink if you haven't done so recently. And let's sing happy birthday for Margot, who is celebrating her birthday tomorrow. And to anyone else celebrating a birthday over the weekend, today, tomorrow, happy birthday to you from all of us, all around the world. Here is Homechoir singing for you after two. 1, 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Margot. Happy birthday to you and many more. Many happy returns of the day to you, Margot, and as I say, to anyone else. More birthdays on Wednesday, but we're going to start off with a song that we know very well. This is My Dame Hath a Lame Tame Crane. And quite a few of the songs today are united not just by the animal theme, but by the fact they are tongue twisters of a sort. My dame hath a lame tame crane. My dame hath a crane that is lame. Pray, gentle Jane, let my dame's lame tame crane feed and come home again. If you don't know the tune, let's just sing it slowly together. It goes, my dame hath a lame tame crane. My dame hath a crane that is lame. Pray, gentle Jane, let my dame's lame tame crane feed and come home again. Very nice. You can sing again or you can sing gain if you want to make sure you rhyme. Now, of course, this is a Baroque piece. It comes from the 18th century, and so it's entirely appropriate for us to accompany this with our traditional harpsichord sound. And I recorded this one as a Baroque canon, and again, entirely appropriately, we have a recitative in the style of Handel to commence our first piece today. So after the recitative, we'll go straight into it. But first of all, here's a bit of drama, a bit of context. Jane's friendly crane is unable to walk. He hurt his foot whilst hunting for food, and now he is limping. His discomfort is apparent to all who view him. But he is so well trained, he will not leave her. We hope he will return and eat his dinner. Here we go. Off we go. My dame hath a lame tame crane. My dame hath a crane that is lame. Pray, gentle Jane, let my dame's lame tame crane feed and come home again. My dame hath a lame tame crane. My dame hath a crane that is lame. Pray, gentle Jane, let my dame's lame tame crane feed and come home again. My dame hath a lame tame crane. My dame hath a crane that is lame. Pray, gentle Jane, let my dame's lame tame crane feed and come home. One more time. My dame hath a lame tame crane. My dame hath a crane that is lame. Pray, gentle Jane, let my dame's lame tame crane feed and come home again. There you go. As promised, songs about animals, starting off with a classic from the Baroque era. There is the version that we've sometimes done about my bloke hath a cloaked broke stoat, but we'll leave that for next time. Let's move on and have Shoo Fly, Don't Bother Me, which, as I said, over the weekend, we've been bothered by flies of all shapes and sizes, wasps as well. I see from the live chat, Alison is waiting for an exterminator to come and sort out. I presume it's a nest rather than one great big wasp, but you never know these days. They're getting pretty big and pretty nasty. And no matter how much you say to the kids, pull it, don't wave them away. They'll just get agitated. I'm just as bad. And so all of you who've been pestered by insects of all sizes, flying and otherwise, this one is for you. Let's sing together, everyone. Shoo Fly, Don't Bother Me. Here we go. Shoo Fly, don't bother me. Shoo Fly, don't bother me. Shoo Fly, don't bother me. For I belong to somebody. Let's do it again. Shoo Fly, don't bother me. Shoo Fly, don't bother me. Shoo Fly, don't bother me. For I belong to somebody. Is the verse ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like a morning star. 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 Shoo Fly, don't bother me. Shoo Fly, don't bother me. Shoo Fly, don't bother me. For I belong to somebody. Next verse, here we go. I feel like a singing bird. 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 Shoo fly, don't bother me. Shoo fly, don't bother me. Shoo fly, don't bother me, for I belong to somebody. So let's get that big smile on our faces. I feel like a big sunflower. 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 Shoo fly, don't bother me. Shoo fly, don't bother me. Shoo fly, don't bother me, for I belong to somebody. Okay, everyone, we're going to have one last verse, and let's really hear. Feel like a real good sing. Ready? Here we go. I feel like a real good sing. 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 Shoo fly, don't bother me. Shoo fly, don't bother me. Shoo fly, don't bother me, for I belong to somebody. One more time, and with feeling, please. Shoo fly, don't bother me. Shoo fly, don't bother me. Shoo fly, don't bother me, for I belong to somebody. Good stuff. Have a drink, everyone. Hydrate. Cheers. Hello to everyone in the live chats who've been enjoying that one. Remind Susanna of Ben at 10. That was a long time ago, but great to be reminded that. Hello to Taryn, who's joining us for the first time. Hello, Taryn. Hope you're enjoying this. She's got to go to sleep after this, but do please stick around and do consider subscribing, anyone who's watching. So, this is Daddy Wouldn't Buy Me a Bow Wow. We haven't sung this one for ages and ages and ages. It's a proper old music hall classic. Now, you probably know the chorus, Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow. You got to sing it with that slightly whiny, somewhat spoilt child tone to it. And we've got several verses, but let's see how much we remembered this one. Haven't sung it since 2021, so you'd be more than forgiven for just letting me sing the verse and joining in with the chorus, but we'll do multiple verses, so let's see how we get on. Time for a bit of music hall, ladies and gentlemen, a bit of Victoriana. It's rather pretty, isn't it? I love my little cat, I do, with soft black silky hair. It comes with me each day to school and sits upon the chair. When teacher asks, why do you bring that little pet of yours? I tell her that I bring my cat along with me because Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow. Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow. I've got a little cat and I'm very fond of that, but I'd rather have a bow wow 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 wow. Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow. Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow. I've got a little cat and I'm very fond of that, but I'd rather have a bow wow wow. Let's have a go at verse 2, shall we? This one's a bit sad. Okay, as spoilt as you can. We used to have 2 tiny dogs, such clever little things. They used to come and lick my face and sit and beg for rings. Old Daddy sold them 'cause they used to bite each other's ears. But if I had another dog, I'd love it, I declares. Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow. Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow. I've got a little cat and I'm very fond of that, but I'd rather have a bow wow wow wow. Everyone, Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow. Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow. I've got a little cat and I'm very fond of that, but I'd rather have a bow wow wow. Now you see, times have changed. It used to be that young people in those days, in the Victorian era, what they wanted most was a little dog, a little companion. But of course, young people these days, they find companionship elsewhere, usually online. And so the modern version of this one goes like this. I'd forgotten I'd written this until yesterday. So this is Daddy Wouldn't Buy Me a Bow Wow updated for 2025, everyone. Here we go. I hate my mobile phone, I do, with shattered glass front screen. I hide it when I go to school, make sure it's never seen. And when my friends say, why don't you use that rubbish phone of yours? I tell them that I hate my phone and tell them it's because Daddy wouldn't buy me an iPhone. Daddy wouldn't buy me an iPhone. I've got an old device and it's really not that nice, and I'd rather have a new iPhone. Everyone, Daddy wouldn't buy me an iPhone. Daddy wouldn't buy me an iPhone. I've got an old device and it's really not that nice, and I'd rather have a new iPhone. Oh, so unfair. Oh. There we go. Updated for modern audiences. So we move swiftly on from an update to an old song to just a good old-fashioned fun song about animals. I remember listening to Pete Seeger's version. If you've not listened to it, pop it into YouTube. Bought Me a Cat, Pete Seeger. I grew up listening to his recording. It's just so good. And one of the things I love about this, other than the fact that I'm going to make mistakes, and that's part of it, tripping over. Even Pete Seeger makes mistakes on the recording. Have a listen. He misses a couple of words out, gets the words mixed up. It's one of those songs where you add more and more to it. And let's just say this is a very old song. The last verse, where it goes from I bought me a cat, bought me a duck, bought me a goose, bought me a hen. The last line's bought me a wife. Obviously, this is 2025. We all have iPhones now, except me, because Daddy wouldn't buy me one. So it's just bear that in mind. It's an old song with a lot of fun attached to it. So get your animal sounds ready, because it goes like this. I bought me a cat, the cat pleased me. I fed that cat under yonder tree. The cat says fiddle-I-fee. Let's try that together. I bought me a cat, the cat pleased me. I fed that cat under yonder tree. The cat says fiddle-I-fee. Very good. Now, what happens each line? Each verse we add a line. So it's bought me a duck, the duck pleased me. I fed that duck under yonder tree. The duck says quack, quack, the cat says fiddle-I-fee. Okay, and as we go through, we've got the goose says honk, honk. The hen says shimmy shack, shimmy shack. Apparently. The pig says griffy, griffy. According to the words. The cow says moo moo, the horse says neigh neigh, and the wife says honey honey. Let's sing Bought Me a Cat, and the cat will be back at the end of this broadcast. Here we go. Good luck. I'm saying that to myself as well as all of you. Nice deep breath, and I bought me a cat, the cat pleased me. I fed that cat under yonder tree. The cat says fiddle-I-fee. It's an easy start. Let's go to verse 2. I bought me a duck, the duck pleased me. I fed that duck under yonder tree. The duck says quack, quack, the cat says fiddle-I-fee. I bought me a goose, the goose pleased me. I fed that goose under yonder tree. The goose says honk, honk, the duck says quack, quack, the cat says fiddle-I-fee. Still with me? Here's verse 4. Here we go. I bought me a hen, the hen pleased me. I fed that hen under yonder tree. The hen says shimmy shack, the goose says honk, honk, the duck says quack, quack, the cat says fiddle-I-fee. How are you doing? Okay, here's verse 5. I bought me a pig, the pig pleased me. I fed that pig under yonder tree. The pig says griffy, griffy, apparently. The hen says shimmy shack, the goose says honk, honk, the duck says quack, quack, the cat says fiddle-I-fee. I bought me a cow, the cow pleased me. I fed that cow under yonder tree. The cow says moo moo, the pig says griffy, griffy. Hen says shimmy shack, the goose says honk, honk, the duck says quack, quack, cat says fiddle-I-fee. I bought me a horse, the horse pleased me. I fed that horse under yonder tree. The horse says neigh, neigh, the cow says moo, moo. The pig says griffy, griffy, hen says shimmy shack, the goose says honk, honk, the duck says quack, quack, cat says fiddle-I-fee. Last verse. I bought me a wife, my wife pleased me. I fed that wife under yonder tree. The wife says honey, honey. The horse says neigh, neigh, the cow says moo, moo. The pig says griffy, griffy, hen says shimmy shack, the goose says honk, honk, the duck says quack, quack, the cat says fiddle-I-fee, fiddle-I-fee, fiddle-I-fee. I mean, yeah, we do some serious songs on this channel. We've done bits of Mozart's Requiem. And then there's music like that. We're going to add, each time we sing that song from now on, we will add another animal. Very much in the spirit of QC Kids, our very, very early children's broadcasts, and indeed Ben at 10. Let's add more animals to the menagerie until, frankly, it'll take an entire broadcast to sing the whole thing. But let's move on. More animal songs abound. Froggy went to Courtin, he did ride. A love story, ladies and gentlemen, between a frog and a pig. Where have we heard that before?
Where have we heard of a frog and a piggy getting married?
Well, whilst you think about that, let's sing together. Froggy went a courtin' and he did ride on. Froggy went a courtin' and he did ride on. Froggy went a courtin' and he did ride, sword and a pistol by his side. Froggy went a courtin' and he did ride on. Rode right up to Miss Mousie's door on. It's a mouse, not a pig, isn't it? Rode right up to Miss Mousie's door on. Rode right up to Miss Mousie's door, gave 3 reps and a very big roar. Rode right up to Miss Mousie's door on.
Said Miss Mouse, will he marry me on? Said Miss Mouse, will he marry me on? Said Miss Mouse, will he marry me? And oh, so happy we will be. Said Miss Mouse, will he marry me on? Yay!
Where shall the wedding supper be? Where shall the wedding supper be? Where shall the wedding supper be? Way down yonder in the hollow tree. Where shall the wedding supper be? Let's have a look. Hotel bookings. Oh, they're also overpriced these days, but still, here we go. First to come in was a bumblebee. First to come in was a bumblebee. First to come in was a bumblebee with a big bass fiddle on his knee. First to come in was a bumblebee. Next to come in was the great big snake. Next to come in was the great big snake. Next to come in was the great big snake. He gobbled down the wedding cake. Next to come in was the great big snake. Now, most of these songs, to finish off, you'll see this verse at the end of many American folk songs. Basically, this means that's your lot, there ain't no more. And it goes like this. Little bit of biscuit on the shelf. Little bit of biscuit on the shelf. Little bit of biscuit on the shelf. If you want any more, you can sing it yourself. Little bit of biscuit on the shelf. I don't know what it means. I suspect it means pretty much all the food's gone. I'm having that last bit of biscuit. You want any more, you take over. So if you do want to add more verses to that, you feel free to sing. But I'm going to have, run the little bit of biscuit, little swig of coffee in the mug. How's everyone doing in the live chat? Fantastic. Yay! Okay, so for those of you who are familiar with Sourwood Mountain, this is the Rutter arrangement. So be prepared for this one to be stuck in your head for the rest of the week. And those of you who don't know it, well, it's a good old hoedown starring my wonderful wife Anna and yours truly. Let's set off for Sourwood Mountain. Here we go.
Sourwood Mountain, how dear a day.
Nice deep breath. Off we go. Chickens are crying on Sourwood Mountain. Hi-oh, diddle-a-day. Get your dog and we'll go hunting. Hi-oh, diddle-a-day. Ready? Chickens are crowing on Sourwood Mountain. Hi-oh, diddle-a-day. Get your dog and we'll go hunting. Hi-oh, diddle-a-day. Next verse. Chickens are crowing on Sourwood Mountain. Hi-oh, diddle-a-day. Pretty girls and you can count 'em. Hi-oh, diddle-a-day. Ready to whistle? Key change, diddle-a-day. My true love's a blue-eyed daisy. If I don't get her, I'll go crazy. Next verse. My true love, she lives on the river. Hi-oh, diddle-a-day. Won't be long until I'm with her. Hi-oh, diddle-a-day. Now we're gonna break it down and sing it slowly. Here we go. Hi-oh, diddle-a, diddle-a. Hi-oh, 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 hi-oh. Lots and lots of fun. Lots and lots of songs from all over the world. Folk songs right here on Homechoir. If you're enjoying it, please hit the like button. But if you want one more, if you want us to really earn that like or earn that subscription, then this is the pièce de résistance. This is our final number today. It's called The Cat Came Back. It's another old song. I remember growing up listening to it, thinking it was a song from antiquity, and it actually is. It's an old number. The original lyrics are very, very dark. Very dark indeed. I've taken the first two verses, but the rest are grim, actually. Really, really grim. Full of death and destruction, and the cat keeps coming back. So what we traditionally do here on Homechoir is we sing the first two verses, and then the next three are, shall we say, thematically linked to the programme we've had today. And today is no exception. So despite my best efforts, folks, I nailed the cat flap shut. I electrified the ground around it, even a couple of carefully placed paintball guns and landmines. But no matter what, that pesky Moggy keeps finding a way back in. Let's sing about it, shall we? Old Mr. Johnson had troubles of his own. He had a yellow cat that wouldn't leave his home. He tried and he tried to give the cat away. He gave it to a traveler going far, far away. But the cat came back the very next day. The cat came back. We thought he was a goner, but the cat came back. It just couldn't stay away, 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 away. So he gave it to a woman going up in a balloon. He told her to take it to the man in the moon. The balloon came down 90 miles away. Where the woman is, well, I can't say. But the cat came back the very next day. The cat came back. We thought he was a goner, but the cat came back. It just couldn't stay away, 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 away. The cat went out walking and found a crane, limping and complaining in tremendous pain. He picked it up and took it to his local dame, who gratefully accepted it and was heard to proclaim, what an excellent cat, I do declare. Tremendous cat, deserving of a medal, what a very great cat. Let's all sing about his deeds, his deeds, his deeds, his deeds, his deeds. So the cat lay on the grass to look at the sky, when he was accosted by an enormous fly. It buzzed and it bothered and around him it flew. It didn't even leave when the couch shouted, "Shoo, fly, don't bother me. But the cat came back the very next day. The cat came back with a great big old swatter, and the cat came back and sent that old fly away, 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 away. The cat went out a walking by the chapel bell. He'd heard the Froggy plans a word and wished him well. He doffed his hat and twitched his tail with style and grace, then stood up and he strode out of the wedding place. Where was he going? But the cat walked in, Miss Mouse on his arm. The cat walked in to Wagner's bridal chorus. The cat walked in and gave dear Miss Mouse away, 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 away. There we go, everyone. That is your Homechoir Folk Monday. I hope you enjoyed it. To anyone who's joined us for the first time today, come back and see us again. We broadcast on YouTube several times a week. If you want to find out when, go along to homechoir.org, sign up for the newsletter, and you'll get all the links sent straight to you. You don't even need to search. You just click on the link and you can come and join us. And remember, if you can't watch us live, you can catch up anytime you like. We sing all kinds of music. For example, on Wednesday, we're singing some Mozart, something completely different, but no less fun. If you've never sung it before, it's going to be a great, great thing. If you have sung it before, come along, maybe learn a different line, because of course it's all available for you to use any way you like. So tell your friends all about us, share these broadcasts far and wide, and most importantly, all of you, stay well, stay safe, and come back and see us again. Lots of love to all of you. Take care. All the best. Bye.